Network Entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting our very special.
Wait, why is it that for once you sound your age?
Alam mo, scary naman. Hindi ko naman sinabing, ladies and gentlemen. Iba naman yon. Ano ka ba? Get your voice acting correct. Ladies
Okay, that's the
and
show. Thank you, everyone.
gentlemen. Hindi naman. Lady. Parang namang
Alright.
Angela Lansbury.
What happened? Okay, take 2. All right, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Guys and gals.
a musical guest,
Usher.
There's always that one person that will always have your heart. You never see it coming 'cause you're blinded from the start. Alam mo kung bakit?
My boo.
My boo.
Nakakabura.
Because nakakabusit. Because it's our Halloween episode.
It's only fun. His name is Chico Garcia.
And his name is Gino More.
So our sole purpose for today is to scare the ever-living crap out of you. So the first thing that we're going to talk about are credit card bills. Secondly, quarterly taxes.
Thirdly,
emergency medical bills. 4,
tuition fee. I was going to say, sabi pa tayo, tuition fee. Sige, ako naman on my
so
end.
Scared.
Next up, vet bills.
I'm so scared right now.
Scary.
And finally, the biggest scare of them all. No, starting to realize that you're living here for absolutely nothing at all.
Akala ko and the really scariest of them all, like my gosh, I can't.
Questioning your sexuality.
No, not even that. Sometimes you've accepted it already. It's more of your birthday. Because your lie just keeps getting bigger.
And you're coming closer to the finish line.
Huy, grabe yung finish line. Alam mo, I swear.
Hey,
mumultuhin talaga.
Isn't it what it is? That's for everyone, though. Diba? Okay, where was it that I read? I read it somewhere. That every single minute that passes, we're basically dying. You know what I mean?
Wow. Sige. Ang galing.
Pero diba, ang galing eh.
Wonderful.
Kasi think about it this way. You've always been sick your entire life. And every second that passes is just you getting closer to that end. It's like, are you scared yet?
Thank you. Put the happy in Happy Halloween.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Here's your treat for today.
I know, right? But no, I mean, there are a lot of things to be happy about.
Yeah, for sure. Like, can you name a few?
There's, just a minute, hang in there. There's got to be something. Maybe like, okay, for this week, we've got
ang effortless nung scary shit, yung bitterness of mortality.
And then there's Tapos pag yung
happy thoughts parang,
that maybe life is finite.
That finally you get to rest.
Oh my gosh. This is a dark episode.
I know. Well, it is Halloween.
But this is not what we planned. This is not
No. Hindi, pero
but
it
it's
makes sense
not
naman kasi
really
ano bang
hard.
after ng Halloween, 'di ba? All Souls Day, All Saints Day, oh, 'di ba? So,
Oh, wow. Gee, thanks. Amazing. Araw ng mga tegi, 'di ba? So,
'di
yeah, I
ba?
guess.
I don't know, man. I'm
Ay.
going through a lot.
Ano, akala ko
Ah,
ba alam mo gusto mo talaga yung talagang like maraming makikinig ng podcast natin. Feeling ko we'll break through that barrier that we've been trying to get
we
past.
just
Ano talaga, live therapy session.
oh my god,
Na
I really think
I'm
so. I
telling
really
you,
think so.
I'm
Yeah, yeah,
telling
yeah.
you.
No, you know what?
Live therapy session.
We have been going on about this since we were doing the show together, like the morning rush together. Now, what we would actually give if we had like a psychiatrist or a psychologist on the show, like just diagnosing us real life. Alam mo yung parang, alam mo yun, it's a two-pronged thing kasi. Because one, it's entertaining. I think so. Two, nakalibre pa tayong therapy. Di ba?
Sabagay. Pero my gosh, dapat yun talaga. No, ano,
No holds barred.
no bawal stuff.
No bawal?
Like we
OMG,
will
no bawal stuff? Oh my gosh. Oh my gulay. You know what? Like when I went to Rockwell, that's
nakakairita ka.
exactly what I heard. No
Nakakairita
bawal
ka.
stuff.
Hindi, kasi nga kailangan walang ano,
No
walang
bawal stuff kasi mahirap na if we get teggy, di ba?
You're so annoying.
Can you imagine if we
Hindi,
did a battle show?
can you yung tsaka talagang walang ano, like wala like no bawal words, no bawal topic, no
No bawal in the kanto. You know?
no, hindi sabihin ko.
Ang konyo mo. Ang kapal na mukha. Yung mga tao nagtatawag sa akin ng konyo dati. Pakinggan nyo nga to.
Hindi kasi yung sabihin ko like
Please.
walang ano talaga, walang hands-off topic. That's what
Nasaan
I
ang
wanted to say.
hustisya na ako daw ang konyo?
Hindi
Please lang.
yun nga.
Awa
So,
ng Diyos.
but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. So are you ready to do that when she starts probing? Like, she can probe as deep as she wants. And
Oh, wow.
we
Well, I'm
have to let her.
pretty sure you're ready for that.
Wait, her?
Biglang parang yan.
Hindi, 'di ba? So talagang
Ah,
sige, ready talaga dapat tayo from our childhood to our
I think I'm okay
issues.
with it. I think I'm alright with it. Like, yeah. And besides, because the beauty of the podcast is that we can edit naman if there's something that's, too
Ay,
much.
what's the point, 'di ba? Dahil nga yun para the more
Talaga matapang
kasi
ka,
parang the
Matap
more
ikaw ang matapang dito,
alam mo
talaga,
yun, alam mo yung para mga
Gusto
Kardashian
mo
ganyan.
magpapanggap na lang ako psychiatrist kaya simulan na natin,
Ay, stop.
Ano ba 'to,
Ay
episode
naku,
na 'to? Nangyari dito?
parang naging scary talaga siya. O
Oo
sige,
nga,
so
eh.
basically the reason we're talking about it's our Halloween episode. So,
Yes.
yung second part will be quite different. But for the first part, let's start off with what we watched for this. This is a really difficult parang task for us kasi pareho tayo na
We're
duwag
both not
tayo sa scary
scary.
movies. Oo.
Yeah,
Like, I used to love it when I was a kid. I don't know what
yeah.
happened. Like,
Life
literally,
happened,
dati,
that's what happened. Parang it's like,
I
why
would
why
be
why
like,
why would I pay to get scared when I'm scared on a daily basis?
actually, that's true. Hindi, like dati like, alam mo yung
What
like
if
2
you become a
a.m.,
failure as
3
a
a.m.,
father?
na,
What if you can't provide for your family?
simulan na natin. Gusto mo yung therapy? Hindi like 3 a.m. Can you imagine 3 a.m. nanonood ako ng sige fine, VHS tapes na mga
Yeah,
horror. Tapos
okey.
pag pumunta ako dun sa hiraman ng tape, naka-separate na lahat ng bagong horror for me. Like
Oo.
they know.
Hindi ka
Automatic yan.
pumupunta dun
Basta
sa sa mga sexy bold, yung mga R18 na 'di ba usually
sexy
dati
bold.
'di ba dati
Meron.
meron yun? Yung na behind the curtain, yung hindi ka puwedeng like you have to be 18 years old to look at the titles here. Did
Sabagay.
you
Oh,
ever?
pero that came later eh. Ito kasi yung like earlier, I think I
Apparently
might
so
have
did
been a
you.
little I might have been a little bit too young to
Mhm.
go to that area nung time na yon. So,
Weh!
yung first part, hindi, kasi bata pa ako nito eh. We're talking like, I don't know, high school. So, pre-18.
Wait,
Yun, like alam na nila.
VHS na ba when you were below 18?
Matagal ang VHS. 'Di ba yung
Matagal ba?
Betamax mabilis lang yun, oo. Yung VHS yung matagal,
Ah,
like it
okay, okay.
really
Yeah.
like dragged on. Same with ano, DVD, 'di ba ang tagal-tagal nung DVD. Oh,
Yeah.
anyway, it's like super super alam nila nakatabi na talaga yan. So parang, "Oh sir, ito na."
Mm.
It's a tall pile of
Scary
scary
movies.
movies. And I don't know, after a while, ngayon naman, even yung parang steady lang, ganyan,
Yeah.
nakikreepyhan
You
na ako. I
avoid
don't
it.
know why. Oo. So,
Well, on my end naman, I've always been like, I've never, the only times I have ever watched scary films are admittedly when a girl asked me to watch it. That's it. That's the only time. Like, I watched The Ring because there was this girl that I was trying to go for. I watched Insidious because there was this girl
ugh,
that I was trying to go for. It's always that.
ugh,
And like, now that I'm married, I can confidently and happily tell Colleen, no, I will not watch it. Because we're married na eh. Kumbaga nakakontrata na
that's
kami,
true.
wala nang
That's
hiwalayan.
true. Uh, so we decided we can watch something that's scary-ish.
And
I mean,
oh,
meron naman siyang scary aspect, pero hindi siya alam mo yung all out
hindi
like
siya jump scare.
possession. Hindi siya jump scare. It's
Uh,
more like a get under your skin
but I don't like it.
creepiness,
I mean, I like it,
right?
but I don't like it. I walked into this blind having completely no idea what the show was all about. It's called Grotesquerie. It's on Disney Plus.
Disney
Uh,
Plus.
it's actually an FX show that they brought into Disney Plus.
Mhm.
And FX
Mhm.
stuff I love. You know, they came up with What We Do in the Shadows, Shogun. You know what I mean? So like, generally, I love FX stuff. And I gotta say, like, because I walked into this blind, and the cover art should have been kind of a dead giveaway of what kind of horror film it would be like, because there's this like creepy looking nun in a medyo break dancey position. I don't know, like some artsy, parang
Some
Vogue cover.
twisted kind of thing,
Parang
oo.
Vogue pero scary nun siya ganun.
Mm.
And yun nga, the word is, it's the title of the show itself, Grotesquerie, diba? And then the first few, eto pa, ang tanga-tanga ko pa, kumakain ako ng lunch. Kasi gano'n ako eh, nanonood ako while I'm eating lunch, I'm in front of my computer, and the first fucking scene is a family. Okay, I'm gonna paint you. It's not a spoiler. It's a family,
No, it's
basically.
not, oo.
It's a family of five: a mom, a dad, and three children. One adult boy, not adult, but basically like, I don't know, maybe like an 8-year-old boy, a 5-year-old, 6-year-old girl, and then a baby, which is remarkably similar to my family. Parang, there's a mother, there's a father, there's a 4-year-old boy, a 2-year-old girl, and then a
Oh,
0-year-old girl.
oh,
At
oh
at
my gosh! Oo nga.
at ito pa, yung kinakain ko pa, chicks, medium rare na steak.
Oh my gosh, that was the first victim, the family.
Exactly. I was eating a medium rare steak.
Oh my
And the first
gosh.
thing that I see is this detective walking into this household where the entire family was basically murdered, butchered in the most gruesome way possible. Ito let me paint you a picture of what it's like. The dining table is set. Three of the family members are there. The mom is on the table. She's tied to her chair. Her mouth is agape, and there's like meat that's shoved down her mouth. The two kids are also there. Meat shoved there down their mouth also, tied to their chair. The father is decapitated on the floor. And we only find out later that there was a baby. And apparently that baby was in a cooking pot. What the F? What a great way to start your day. I woke up at like 10 a.m., 10:30, had brunch, and watched this movie, this show. And that was the first thing that I saw.
Oh,
I'm usually
kita
not
mo
I'm
horror
usually
talaga, 'di ba?
I'm usually not squeamish pero ito parang anak ng pucha. Ano 'to? Ano 'to? And I think okay, because I watched movies like Seven, which was
Silence of
which
the
is
Lambs, which reminds me a lot of this show.
Ako, it
Meron
reminds me
din
of
siyang
Seven because of the
yeah,
religious
7 din,
aspect.
totoo,
Yeah.
totoo, meron
'Di
din.
ba the whole you punish them for gluttony, you know what I mean? Tas
Yeah.
ito, what I think what creeps me out the most about it is because yun nga, whenever it has anything to do with religion, I get creeped out. Like if it's just
Same,
mm, and
same.
this is heavily rooted in religion. Like it talks about the book of Revelation. There's an actual nun in it. And alam mo yun, that's generally the feel of the show is very eerie. Again, it's not jump
Mm.
scary, but it's like, and I don't even like it combines the two genres that I don't like. Horror and murder. I don't like murder because it's like
Ah,
it
you don't like the murder murder? Ako naman I like
no.
that.
No. I
Ayoko yung mga 'pag
Lynn
merong
Lynn
supernatural.
loves mga ano, pero it affects my dreams. Eh. Like if I watch like murder shows, it ends up infiltrating my dreams, and my dreams become about murderous things happening. So
'Di
I
ba
don't
ano nga, they
watch
say
it.
the weird thing is, majority of the true crime fanatics are
Are
women.
women? Yep, yep.
Mhm.
Because they're always just plotting on how to kill us
Ang daming
and get
issues
away with
nito.
it.
Ang dami niyang issues today. Guys, ang dami niyang issues.
I told Colleen about that. I'm like, why do you keep
Oh
watching
my
these things? Are you
gosh.
planning to kill me? Like, just tell me. But yeah, and so alam mo yung parang, I don't know, man. Like a lot of the things that I've been watching lately have really been affecting me in a. I must say, when you're watching things as a single person, it's so different from when you're watching things as a family man. Because I digress from the story a little bit. I watched Interstellar a long time ago. Remember
Yeah, yeah.
what's his face? Christopher Nolan, right? And I thought it was okay. And then I saw a clip of it recently where, it was Matthew McConaughey basically coming back to older Murph, and she was dying na in her deathbed. And 'di ba Murph is his daughter.
Mm.
Oh my God, alam mo yun, naluluha ako na parang, I can't believe, tas Murpha was the one who said, like, "Oh, go, like, leave dad. No parent should ever have to see their child dying." And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I was never affected by this sort of shit before, but now I am. And I hate it because I feel like it takes away from me enjoying stuff. Like, kunwari, the thing with Grotesquerie is while I'm watching it, I'm always parang tense. You know what I mean? Like every single part of my body is
Oh.
tense because I I wanna kind of or I wanna anticipate what's going to happen. And I hate it because it stresses me out. But I have to say, I wanna find out what happens. You know what I mean? I
Hmm.
wanna see where the story goes. I wanna get to where this is actually heading to.
You've only seen one episode?
One episode. I think I can
Oh,
only do one episode a day.
it gets like
Worse?
mm, mm, worse. I don't know if that's the word for it, but my gosh,
Uh-huh.
like sobra siyang ano, trip. Sobra siyang trip. Tapos towards the end,
There's a good trip and
basta
there's a bad trip. What kind of trip are we talking about here?
trippy. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what to make
Trippy
of
like
it.
you're on acid kinda? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Mm.
damn.
Kasi there's a plot twist towards the end na parang like what the F? Like
Uh-huh.
ganon. Like
And this
anyway,
is from the same guy that came up with Glee. What
Ryan
is up with
Murphy. No,
yeah,
it's a given. Remember, siya rin yung gumawa, 'di ba meron
American
siyang
Horror
series na
Story.
Monsters, American
Yeah.
Horror Story and Monsters, which is a
Mm,
series for mga murders, brutal murders,
yeah,
'di ba? The first was Jeffrey Dahmer.
yeah.
The second was the Menendez brothers. Series
Mhm,
siya. So lahat yan Ryan Murphy. So
yeah.
I'm not surprised. Medyo twisted yung mundo ni
Utak.
Ryan Murphy. Mm-mm. Okay, since we're in this, let's talk about the creepiest or the scariest movies we've ever watched. Total, it's
Mhm,
Halloween. And you might be thinking of, something scary to watch. Since na bring up mo na,
mm,
I have to say, anything that has religion in it
yeah.
really creeps me out. Kaya nga sabi ko sa'yo, pag mga murder, no problem. Pag mga monsters, no
Mhm,
problem. Kunyari, vampire or werewolf or kahit nga yung mga aswang-aswang, ganyan. Parang,
mm,
okay, I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, I still get scared, pero it doesn't crawl under my skin.
mhm.
Pero the moment it's supernatural, kunyari, mumu,
Mm.
mga shmevel, tsaka shmiman,
What's a shmevel?
um, like shmevel, shmiman.
You
You're not
mean a
supposed to say
devil
that.
and a demon?
Oh, don't say them. Don't say their names. But
Hindi ka ba ever pumunta dun sa piracy store dati sa Metro Walk, yung Horny Devil? You've never?
no.
That was super popular in like the early 2000s. As in, that's where you would get yung mga TV shows mo na Buo, Smallville, yung mga ganyan. Horny Devil, that's what they
No.
were called. Yeah. I can't
Okay.
believe you don't say devil and demon. What is it,
I can't.
Voldemort? You can't say
Yeah,
their
no,
name?
kasi parang baka you might summon them, so don't say it. Like Schmaten, Schmevel, Schmeeman.
Yes,
Mm,
because I'm sure that Satan can't discern whenever you say, oh, no, 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 he said Shmatan. I'm pretty sure he's not referring to me. Come
maybe it's
on.
not. Maybe it's the other guy.
Hey,
Maybe it's the
Shmatan.
other guy. It can't be
Nobody's
me.
calling
That's
you.
not my name. And religion falls
Wait,
into that.
do you really not say it? Or like you just don't want to broadcast it?
No, if I can avoid it, I avoid it.
That's so weird. What are you,
Like
12?
like the show, diba? The show, Schmucifer. So,
It's about the dumbest thing I have ever heard. Schmucifer. Schmucifer Morningstar.
Schmucifer. Oh, I can say Morningstar, but Schmucifer.
Why?
I want to
That's his
say
last
Schmucifer.
name.
That's okay. Basta wag the first name. Oo, mas mahirap pag first name basis kayo eh. Mas ano siya, naengganyo siya eh. So I stay away from it.
So weird. This is so
Like,
weird.
see,
I've known
like
you
you
for how
like
long,
stuff like
and I'm so weirded out. Okay.
yung mga Shmielzebub. Yeah, I can't say. I have to say it that way.
Beelzebub?
So, oh, stop. So, yeah, I mean, don't say it. Don't say it. Just leave it. Yeah.
Oh, can we do an episode where you play Diablo? and then you have to stream it. Kasi like literal, that says everything. Hindi, pero it gives you power because you're killing the demons.
I can't.
So,
That's why, di ba, you're not supposed to say Diablo over and over again.
hindi kasi pag paulit-ulit iba yung tunog eh. Kala mo maluloko mo ako. Ginawa ko na yan. Pero gagawin ko pa rin for the benefit of everyone. Diablo, 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 Diablo.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Oh, I never knew that about you. That's
anything,
weird. Okay.
like specifically, kasi nga parang I remember one of it recently, the thing that really creeped me out. I never watched it. I just saw a clip on TikTok or something. Basta one of those. Just that scene, it was a dark church. Yung mga parang Eastern European church, ganyan.
Okay.
Tapos medyo, may mga iba pang nangyayari dun sa scene. And there were these monks, yung mga nakaganon pa.
Church
may
in like
robe pa.
Bratislava, ganun.
Something like that. Tapos biglang maya-maya, kasi my most primal fear is statues, religious statues. Yung mga Jesus na nakapako. Tapos bilang bubukas yung mata or something. And oh my gosh, it was exactly that. So merong parang life-size crucifix. Tapos parang alam mo yun, nakapikit yung Jesus tas with crown of thorns and it looked so real. Yeah. And then binuksan niya yung mata niya. Alam mo yun, yung like the one thing that's probably the scariest thing in my like it was my main fear. Tapos bumukas yung mata niyang ganon. Tapos
why are you afraid of this? Is it because you fear being judged? Is that what it is?
No naman. Basta like wait, ikaw mo na. Kasi
Nagsisimula na yung
kadikit pa yun.
psychoanalysis.
May kadikit pa to. May kadikit pa to. Tapos yung priests, yung mga monks, biglang they started floating. Tapos, una nakatayo lang. Tapos maya nakaano na sila. yung tumataas na yung kamay nila. Like as if they were crucified, right? So yung palang medyo nakakatakot na, di ba? Dahil they were floating in the air, different heights. Imagine mo in a church, in a dark church, tapos nakalutang yung mga monk na nakadipa yung mga kamay nila.
Tapos nagkaano sila.
And then, the worst part was they started turning around.
Oh,
they were upside down. And then parang nakapako pa rin sila in the air. Oh my gosh, like, it's the way I
what
I
was
tell
this?
the story
Obviously,
is
it was some CGI thing,
I forgot. Huh?
No, I mean the clip. It was some CGI thing
No, no, it's
for a
from a
movie.
movie. It's a clip from
Okay.
a movie, yeah. So alam mo yun,
Was it
yung
like End of
parang
Days? Baka End of Days yun. Like the one where,
ah,
remember Gabriel Byrne where he played Satan and
hindi yata, hindi yata. Like
Arnold
I'm
Schwarzenegger?
pretty sure mga ano siya,
Stigmata.
mga like parang Eastern European
Obscure.
whatever.
Okay.
Yes, yes. And then yun nga, parang like that really creeped me out. So anything like that. Tas before yung kay Mike De Leon, 'di ba yung itim, yung si pre maalaala mo kaya
Racist.
Charo
Oh, just,
Santos when she was still a young actress.
mhm.
She starred in this movie called Itim by Mike De Leon, the great Mike De Leon.
Yeah.
And there's this scene where parang dream sequence. She was in church. Has ang daming yung mga parang sa procession na mga statwa.
Uh-huh.
And then they started to move. Again, my mga primal
Primal
fears as a
fear.
kid. Mm. So,
Ah,
yun yung mga talagang natatakot ako. Like pag merong, well, one, supernatural. Two, even worse, pag
is
may
it is it
religious aspect.
is your fear just on religious statues? Like what if it's like a statue of David? Tapos bigla siyang gumalaw.
Oh, you know what? If it's marble, parang okay lang. Kasi it
Okay.
doesn't look real. Uh, kasi nung
It's the
bata ako,
church statue specifically, yung mga
yes. Kasi dati meron sa Immaculate Conception sa Cubao. That's where we used to have mass. Merong life-size Jesus statue doon. Tapos yung talagang naka-crucify na
yeah.
tapos yung especially yung paa, which is yun yung eye
Yeah.
level mo.
Way eye level mo.
May malaking pako, tapos
Pako.
talagang with like blood oozing
Blood.
out na mukhang totoong totoo. Pag Holy Week, mahaba yung pila doon. Tapos pupunasan ng mga devotees ng
Yeah, yung
panyo.
paa.
Tapos ipupunas kung kunyari meron silang sakit sa
Ano.
whatever.
Yeah.
Pupunasan nilang ganon. Tapos if wala ka naman sakit, parang, you just go there
You
and
just do it
pay your
anyway. Yeah.
respect.
Yeah,
They
imagine if
would
they
make
did that
me,
after COVID, no?
they would make me kiss the foot na
Oh,
merong
wow.
nail na impaled feet, and I would be crying my heart out kasi nga
Oh.
I was petrified. Tapos talaga like alam mo
Plus the
kailangan kong
germs.
bumalik
Di
dun
ba? Kasi
sa.
parang,
Hindi ko
imagine
alam if I
everybody
was
has
already,
a
I don't know if I
germaphobe
was
at the
already a
time.
germaphobe at the time. Pero yung just the bloody foot with the
Pero that's a little
nail.
cruel. I mean, in retrospect, like forcing you to kiss
Yes.
the
Pero kasi nga parang it's, well, of course, the adults
belief
at the
of at
time,
the
parang
time.
it's religious, parang
Yeah.
gumaling ka kung may mga sakit ka. So, yeah, I don't know. That
So
really
gumaling ka
scares
ba?
me.
So gumaling ka ba?
Obviously not.
I guess it didn't work.
Maybe it healed the other stuff, but
No, but okay. Same with me. I think anything that has anything to do with religion, maybe because there is, I mean, obviously depends on your beliefs, no. Pero kunwari for us, I think we're both, while we're not practicing devout Catholics, we still believe in, pretty much a lot of what Catholicism or Christianity believes in.
yeah,
So
yeah.
maybe that's why it's scary for us, because there could be a hint of truth in it, as opposed to like vampires na parang, I know that's not real or whatever, or like, monsters, or maybe that's why it's scary for us. Because I remember when Exorcism of Emily Rose came out. Remember that movie?
Mhm.
Did you ever watch it?
No.
Oh man, there
Ayun
was
na
there was a
ayoko ng
scene.
mga possession movies. Ayun na ayoko ng possession movies.
There were scenes there na I think at exactly 3 a.m. magigising siya, tapos parang she would be in this like grotesque pose as if she was like frozen. And every time she would wake up at 3 a.m. Every time.
Yeah.
And like there was one part na parang the boyfriend woke up and then saw Emily Rose on the floor na discontorted na, tapos and it was 3 a.m. So alam mo yung parang that really left a mark on me na every 3 a.m. Ako pa naman parati akong gising at that time. Alam mo yun, so parang I think for a time, hindi ako natutulog before 3 a.m. for fear of waking up in the middle of the night at 3 a.m. and then thinking to myself, oh shit, I'm getting Emily Rosed or whatever. And also, I remember, yun nga, this movie Stigmata na apparently has happened to a bunch of people already.
Mhm.
Na
It's an
and
actual
it's an
actual
actual
thing.
phenomenon, diba, right? And then I found out that it happens to people who are really devout. And I think that's also one of the reasons why I'm not really devout. Kasi parang, bakit ko gugustuhin maging devout ko? Itetest lang ako ng ganito. Wag na lang, doon na lang ako sa medyo chill lang, diba?
Hello, Padre Pio. Siya yung one of the
Yes.
most one of the most popular na
Like
nagsistigmata,
stigmata. Yeah.
which is you get the wounds of Christ.
Yes.
You know what? Alam mo, you'll never you'll never believe me, but
Mm.
I might as well say it. When I was young, I was fascinated with yung mga apparition,
Mhm.
yung Fatima,
Si crying
Garabandal,
lady, crying
yung
Virgin
mga
Mary.
nakikita nila si Virgin Mary
Yeah.
gano'n na. And then used to be my thing, and I was like, well, who says I can't be one of them, you know? And I
Right.
was fascinated. And sometimes as a kid, I would be like, dun ako sa may labas namin, yung where our swimming pool is. So
Yeah.
may kita mo yung sky dun eh, siyempre, swimming pool, so open air.
Eh.
I would be just sitting there or
You and
kneeling
your
there
poor
and looking up.
childhood where you were outside by your swimming pool.
Tapos tumitingin ako
Don't
sa
jump in the
clouds.
pool, that's bawal. Okay.
Tinitignan ko baka may magkakaroon ng apparition. Tapos yun nga, for me, I think what makes that so scary, kasi di ba that's supposed to be our refuge. Yung
Yeah.
parang when there's like the shmevel or the shmima or whatever, you just parang, ano talaga, you run to the church, you pray or grab a rosary. Pag may
Yeah.
vampire, you get a crucifix.
Yeah.
Parang that's your
Your
talisman,
safe
that's your
space.
amulet against, yan ang panlaban mo sa evil, di ba? The
Yeah.
forces of good. So what makes it terrifying for me is, if ma-infiltrate, pati yun.
Yeah, is when they F that up.
So can you imagine if, let's say, you're in a church and
Yeah.
it's supposed to be the
The
protected
sanctuary that
space
you have.
where none of the evil stuff can go. Tapos pagdating mo doon, kita mo
Nandun lang
naka-evil smile na yung crucifix na Jesus na
Di ba si
parang scary
was
na
it,
siya and all. Oh my gosh, I'm getting like creeped out just talking about it.
remember there was
Kinikilabutan ako.
this story that was going on before na parang, it was like an urban myth. How many times have I heard it na may naghihilamos ka. Naghihilamos
Yeah.
ka, tapos yung pagtingin mo sa mirror, demonyo na yung kaharap mo. Tapos you
Mm-hmm.
start praying, Hail Mary or Our Father, and then the reflection basically is mimicking what you're saying na Our Father,
Mocking.
mocking. Or when Devil's Advocate, Al Pacino, he entered the church. Di ba na parang, you're Satan, you're not supposed to be entered.
Di ba dapat hindi pwede? Oo, mga
Tapos dinip
ganon.
niya
So,
pa yung daliri niya dun sa holy water, tapos nag-sign of the cross pa siya. May mga ganyan na,
so it's not so much it's yun nga, it's parang kasi it's for me
it's taking away
sacrilege
that safe space.
of the worst kind. Yung parang di ba sacrilege is like kunyari tayo, if we don't respect the religious parang items, for example.
Right.
That's why you don't usually wear mga vestments, di ba, na in a disrespectful way. Kasi nga parang this is supposed to be sacred. So can you imagine, and we're humans. So can you imagine if it's the evil, elements, sila yung magde-despoil ng mga sacred artifacts. Parang like, oh my gosh, there's nowhere safe. Parang wala na, di ba? There's nowhere to run. So I guess that's why it scares me. Pag minimix nila yung religion with, parang yung kinento ko nga, yung imagine mo, all that power inside the church, turning the crucifix into some twisted monster, and then yung mga monks, yung mga priests, di ba? Controlled by the evil whatever. So
now I'm actually curious where
that
that
really
movie is.
scares me. That really scares me. It's hard to Google, pero alam mo, ikaw magaling ka sa ganyan. So you'll find it. Basta it's a
baka mahanap ko eh. Alam mo parang like what are even the keywords for that? Inverted cross? Bunch of scary monks.
Parang ganun eh. Yeah, something like that. Parang inano ko lang
Exactly.
na parang,
So can you imagine what else you would find on the internet if you start to Google that?
Right?
So parang,
I know, right?
I think I'll take a pass on that and just enjoy Halloween for what it is, which is basically the one time in the year where you can dress as a slut and nobody judges you for it. So, according to Mean Girls.
Okay.
According to Mean Girls. That's what they said in Mean Girls.
That's the good side of Halloween. Pag yung parang for fun lang, di ba? Yung nakatakot kasi pag yung seryosong Halloween eh. And, and of course, like we said, and the following day, which is, for me, the scarier day. Yun nga na.
Undas.
You do know why it's called, di ba? All Hallows Eve. It's it's very connected to our past episode. No. October 31. It is the exact opposite of May? May nga ba? May 31? Basta ano yan, equidistant from the year. Those are the two parang most evil days of the year according to the witches. And this one is All Hallows Eve. So, merong version nito ng May yata yun or something. April,
I don't know.
May. So, parang
every time I would go to a club during October 31, nothing evil would happen, but it was pretty fun. Maybe evil, but
Maybe if other people were to see it, they would consider it evil. For you, maybe
Diba?
it was fun.
Anyway, we had a lot of fun, huh?
Oh my gosh. But yes, it
Yeah.
is that time of the year, and we hope you enjoy it. And yeah, just
Well,
make sure.
weird lang, no? Happy Halloween, tapos next is Undas, so solemn naman, di ba? Supposedly. Parang,
Oo.
you know why it's
And
called
iba
Undas, right?
oo, pag binaligtad mo kasi, sad
Sad
news.
news. Okay.
Kakainis.
Ay, Rita.
Sige
Okay,
na, uwi
tama
na
na.
tayo.
Sige na.
Oo.
Of course, we want to thank our partners, the Pod Network Entertainment. You can check us out on social media. It's at OnlyFunPH, at Chico Garcia for him, at Gino.Villamor for me.
All right. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you. Bye.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual. The Pod Network Entertainment.